Hey, good morning, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. This is it. This is my last day here in Puerto Rico. Tonight, I will be sleeping in my own bed. Thank the Lord. Whew. I'm exhausted, but I think I don't look quite as zombie-like this morning, thank God. Don't have a flight until like 6 o'clock this evening, so we're going to try and see if we can get to the rum factory, of course, for Joe Boo, and to actually take in a little bit of sights before we get out of here today. This has been an incredible experience. I've made some new friends, got some new followers, an Eagle fan, a stinking Giant fan, Mark. Of course, Roach, another Giant fan. Happy birthday to you, Roach, if you and your kids are watching. Great people. All these people that I worked with yesterday, I call them SEAL Team 6 because literally it was like we got dropped into a hot LZ and we had to get this place done. I've got a lot of great footage and stuff and videos that I'm going to make, showing this house. This house went from, wow, from being a wreck to being like a Puerto Rican hurricane makeover in 4 days. So I'm real proud of that. So now that we're finished here and we're going to be heading back home, it's time to get back to life and back to reality and back to my day job. Whew. I missed home. And I missed my man cave, and I missed my clock, I think we're down to 83, maybe 82 days till the kickoff of the season. I'm not even sure. It's been that long, it seems. It seems like I've been here forever. But yet, it seems like it's been a blink of an eye. Does that make sense? Maybe it doesn't. But I can't wait to get back to covering my Cowboys. I'm sad that I missed minicamp this week, but what I was doing was a greater cause. So, Rico Gathers, suspended. It seems like it's become a ritual with our Dallas Cowboys that we always have a player or two or three that are suspended every year. I won't say that the Dallas Cowboys lead the NFL in off-the-field issues. I would probably say we lead the league in suspensions, if nothing else. Rico, 1 game suspension, 1 game check. Here's the positive side, possibly, for Rico. Because he's going to be suspended for that first week, he does not have to be part of the cuts. So technically, that kind of gives the Cowboys an extra player to kind of hold on to see what they want to see, at least until after week 1. So it might be a case where they stash a player on the roster that might end up getting picked up on waivers or something until the season starts. So there is that at least. And at least it's not necessarily a guy that was scheduled to be a starter, like we've had DeMarcus Lawrence or Randy Gregory. At least it's Rico who, let's face it, this is a make or break year for Rico. Rico has to do something. I know he's a project and things and former basketball player, and he's shown some flashes, but you can't wait forever in the NFL. And Dallas Cowboys truly have a need at tight end. Jason Witten seems to be rejuvenated, or at least that's what we keep hearing, back to his old self. But you still have to realize that he's still getting up there in age. And tight end is one of those positions that is a little more overlooked. Tight ends are actually the new wide receivers. You look at New England, what they've been able to do for years with the Gronk. You look at Zach Ertz for the Eagles. He was instrumental in them winning the Super Bowl. Both of those guys led their teams in receptions. So tight end is a rather important position on the field. So don't sleep on the idea of, it's okay, we don't need it. No, you do. You need a tight end who is a game changer, a possession guy, a security blanket, a go-to man. So, you hope that Rico with his size and things like that would be that guy. but he's going to have to stay out of trouble. It's amazing still to me that Reuben Foster, here's where it's crazy. Reuben Foster arrested for domestic violence, weapons charge, weed. Now, he's not going to be playing this year because he messed up his knee in the first OTA. But it's amazing that, his thing was a 2-game fine, but he could still play. Let me say that again. 2-game paycheck fine, but could still play. Domestic violence. Rico Gathers, smoking weed. Game suspension, no pay. Anybody else think that that's kind of off? Anyone? But that's the way it is. Like I said, 21 players in the Dallas Cowboys over the last 5 years. If you don't think there's not a hidden agenda against the Dallas Cowboys, you got another thing coming, because it is. Gotta have my coffee. Thank God I gotta have my coffee. Make some more coffee, fill this sucker up. So there's that. Now, of course, we have Dak Prescott, my quarterback, my teammate, my team leader. And we hear that his agent is asking for $34 million. Well, here's the thing. I said this months ago. I said the clock is ticking on getting Dak Prescott signed. I said the longer you wait, the more it's going to cost you. Remember we were talking about $25 to $28 million for Dak? Sounds pretty good right now, doesn't it? Because he's looked and said, well, Aaron Rodgers is highest paid, and you got Matt Ryan, and then it's Kirk Cousins. So, how about we get 28 for Dak? That's reasonable, isn't it? Yeah, it's a whole lot more reasonable than 34. But the only people to blame here is the Dallas Cowboys, because they've waited and waited and waited and waited. It's the same thing that happened with DeMarcus Lawrence. You waited. You could have had him for probably $17 million a year. Had you done the deal the year before? This happened to the Washington Redskins with Kirk Cousins. Instead, no, we'll franchise tag him for a year. Oh, we'll franchise tag him for a second year. And what did you end up with? You ended up with him just walking with zero compensation and paying Alex Smith for the next 2 years, who may never play again. So realize that teams out there are scrambling for quarterbacks. There's not quarterbacks out there. As much as you guys want to malign Dak Prescott, you got guys like Michael Irvin are like, listen, he's the real deal, pay him. The bottom line in football is to win games. It's not about how many points. It's not about how stylish it is, how ugly. It doesn't matter. The only thing that counts is a win. And the formula that the Cowboys have with Dak Prescott, Zeke Elliott, they win. That's all you really should be concerned about. Because we've been there with a stacked offensive line, with receivers and things, and Tony Romo goes out, and what happens to the team? They fall apart. Dak took that same team that was 4-12 and 13-3. You don't see a correlation there? Come on now. Listen, Dak Prescott is the real deal. It's time to wake up and realize that, and be happy that we're not going through the whole group of all these no-name, nobodies, never have been, never will be's bust that we went through from Troy Aikman to Tony Romo. We've been down that route. And maybe some of you guys are too young to remember that, but I remember all of those guys. It was not pretty. Right now, Dak Prescott's about ready to take a big leap forward. The story's not written yet on what he's going to be able to do. And now that he's got a bunch of weapons around him, now that the offensive line is getting solidified, now that he's got a security blanket, he's going to show everybody the power of 4. Whew. Yeah. This is an experience I will take with me to the grave. The people I've met have been incredible. I hope to come back sometime and see Miss Ramos. See how the house is, see how she is. And hopefully more people out there will be able to get some help. I'm Mark Holmes. Can't wait to get back home to my coffee maker. I'll see you guys soon.